I've been meaning to tell this story for a while. I just like, for a couple reasons, I had to like think about it before I told it because I didn't want it to be like too, I guess like emotionally driven. Like, I didn't want to say things that like could get me in trouble, I guess I could say. So I kind of like did a little research, did a little asking around, and I'm just gonna put it this way. I'm not gonna say what beauty school because based on looking at my information, that would be too easy to find. Even if like you just looked at my social media, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna say beauty school kicked me out for no reason. You can decide for yourself. I think it was no fucking reason, but it's okay. We're just gonna get right into it. So I moved to Cincinnati. I'm from Buffalo, New York originally, and that's a whole different story, but I had only been here for like, I want to say a couple months before I was like, okay, my boyfriend was like, you know, find a school to go to, just relax and go to school and like figure out what you want to do with your future. So I was like, okay, like I want to own a makeup business and I want to do makeup, and I was getting into makeup. So I'll look for like an esthetician course. So I went up to said beauty school and I was like, you know, do you have an esthetician course? And the girl was like, no. And I was like, well, do you have a nail course? Because I was like, oh, I also like nails too. And she was like, no. So I was like, okay. And then she's like, I'm kind of just like, okay. But then she was like, but we have something better. So I'm like, okay, keep talking. And she was like, you could do cosmetology. She was like, you'll learn all about nails. You'll learn everything an esthetician would learn. And on top of that, you'd learn hair. And I was like, well, I don't really care about hair. Like, I really don't want to do hair. I don't have a passion for that. I just want to be honest because I want to be pointed in the right direction. She was like, well, rather, you know, have it and not need it than need it and not have it. That was pretty much like the sales pitch. And I was like, yeah, sure, okay. And I would still be getting all the other things and it'd be like everything all in one. So cool, whatever, sign me up, I guess. So, mind you, I expressed very clearly, I don't care about hair. I don't want to do hair. That's not my passion. That's not my main thing. And she's like, yeah, we have this like makeup team where like you can join and you can go do like runway shoots and photo shoots, and like it's super cool and super fun and super interactive, and you'll be able to meet other people in the makeup artist community in your town and your city. And I'm like, oh, this sounds amazing. Like, just selling it. So the first 30 days of the school are great because you are in like a one-on-one class setting with like 7 to 12 other students, and everything is great. Like at the end of the 30 days, and mind you, this is the 30 days that you can say, oh, this isn't for me, and get your money back. So they give you like the best teacher who's the nicest. It's like a one-on-one setting. Everything seems so hopeful. Like everything is fun. It's bonding games. Like at the end you do like, everyone brings like a dish and gifts. And it was just like, wow, this is amazing. Like I love this. And then you have this week that's called like friends and family. You have to bring friends and family in and work on them. And I'm like, okay, like I don't care about hair. And then especially after that, being on my fucking feet for it was what felt like the whole entire day. It was like 7-9 hours or whatever, and how much my body felt like it got the shit beat out of it. I was like, yeah, I definitely don't want to do hair. I don't care about this for my body to be fucking feeling this way. Hell no. So I was just like, okay, but that's okay because eventually we'll learn everything else. Now, mind you, in that core period, we get a makeup kit, and the kit that was displayed when I was signing up, I'm like, oh, that kit looks nice. I'm excited. There's a makeup kit, there's a nail kit, and then a hair kit. It's the whole cosmetology thing. The fucking nail kit, I kid you not, was like not even like this, like smaller than this, like the ones you get from the dollar store that have like 4 or 5 things in them. It was like that. That was your fucking nail kit. The makeup kit came in this thing. The makeup kit came in this thing, and it had like 4 brushes. It's got like random shit in here now. I was using it for nail stuff or something like that. A weird ass primer that smelled really weird. I don't know if it was like a primer, I don't remember. And like eyeshadow palettes and a foundation palette and a lip palette that all looked like this. They obviously like different colors and stuff like that, and different formulas and everything. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was expecting it to say like the school's name, like it'd be a school brand or it to be better, but I was like, whatever, like maybe we get more as time goes on to it. And I kept asking about that, like, you know, maybe more comes or whatever. And because I was like, compared to what I already had at home, I would never use any of that stuff. Well, then one girl found that stuff, that whole kit on Wish. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, is our fucking kit coming from Wish? Like, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, red flags everywhere. The hair kit was cool. It was the only thing that was, like, detailed. But the Rolly kit that it came in couldn't possibly been big enough for anyone that wanted to do hair and all. Sorry, that's my dog. And all the stuff that comes with hair. So it's like you ended up spending more money anyways because you know you needed a better kit because that didn't fit anything. So whatever, I guess. I didn't care because I didn't fucking give a shit about hair. So I didn't give a fuck about the hair kit. I'm not going to even review it because I didn't care about it. Like, I don't even have the case anymore. Or use any of the items that we got. You get like a weird ass curling iron, Marcel. You get a straightening iron, blow dryer. Like, it's all cool or whatever if you want to do hair, but I did not care about that. And everybody knew that. Like, I came in the beginning saying, like, when I introduced myself, like, oh, I want to be a famous makeup artist. You know, these are my idols at the time, blah, 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 Pat McGrath, all that stuff. Like, I didn't know shit about hair and didn't want to, didn't really care. I was just kind of like, oh, it'll be a trade that I have in case one day I may need it. Who knows? I don't know. Like, whatever. So then after that, after the Friends and Family Week, you get to what I call fucking Gen Pop. It was literally like women's prison. Like, we got like fucking thrown all into one fucking room. There's supposed to be a rotation my fucking ass. Like, the teachers out there had favorites, had people that they liked that would constantly get people. There was no fucking there was like the first 3 weeks I was out there, I didn't get a single client. And then there was girls who were in my class who were constantly getting clients, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, definitely if the goal was to make me motivated to want to do hair, I was even more discouraged because I was like never getting picked because there was no appropriate rotation. It was just constantly the same people getting picked to do clients and stuff like that. So I was like just constantly in there bringing my makeup stuff in and practicing that. And then eventually I started bringing my nail stuff in and practicing that. And just honestly just clocking in time, doing my tests and not doing hair. Like, and they would have certain days where they would be like, oh, you need your hair stuff, and I would never have my hair stuff because I don't give a fuck about hair. And it's not like you're putting me on the floor anyways. I have to beg to get out there, and why am I going to beg to do something I already don't want to do? Like, the rotation should be what it is, and it clearly was not. Like, I was never out there. And then I only got out there after I had complained and was like, I'm never out there. Like, it's been 3 weeks and I've never been out there. And they're like, what? How? There's a rotation. Like, I don't know. You're the teacher. How? There's a rotation. So more time went on. And then like the makeup, I remember I was making up hours one day, and like the makeup teacher came up to me the one day and was just like asking me like random terms. And I was like, I don't know any of those. And she was like, you're like 600 hours in and you don't know any of those? And I was like, you're the makeup teacher. If I don't know any of those, that is your fault. You didn't teach it then. Like, or what? Like, I was just so lost. I was like, what? Like, okay, whatever. So then there was, the teachers were literally so rude. There was this one teacher that would constantly pick on us. And there was a situation where the teachers had gotten swapped out. One had to like go pick up their kid or something, and the other one who like clearly fucking hated me and treated me like shit. And I have millions of stories about my interaction with the specific teacher that, and tons of students would have similar stories, if not the same, if not worse, because I don't even know how the fuck this guy has a job. So literally we were supposed to get into groups and make like a video of like a perm consultation and how it could go either way. So our group came up with like the type of consultation where people think they want perms, but they don't. They really just want like wand curls or something like that. So we thought we recorded the whole thing, and we didn't. It was an accident. The person who was supposed to record accidentally didn't record it, and it was fine. We were fine. We told the teacher, we were laughing about it. We were like, we did this whole skit and it was really good. but it wasn't recorded. So he's like, oh, okay, come up to the front of the class and do it. So we get in the middle of our whole entire skit. We're up there like doing the consultation, and I'm just like being super difficult. Like, oh, I don't want this, I don't want that, but I want something like this. And she's like, so basically you want wand curls. Like, you do not want a perm. Like, you don't want that. And he was like, whoa, in front of, mind you, in front of everyone. We're on a stage in front of everyone. He's like, whoa, hold up. You did a perm consultation that doesn't even end in a perm consultation? Are you serious? And me and her were just sitting there like, and everybody, and we're two confident personalities in this school, and everybody is looking like, is he fucking serious? Like, it was just created such an, and we just got off the stage. We were like, okay, like, what the fuck was the point? Why did you bring us up here to interrupt us in the middle of our presentation to make us feel like idiots? What? Like, it was just stupid, childish, high school type shit like that all the fucking time. So I kept to myself, especially after that. I was like, I'm not interacting with these fucking kid-ass adults. Like, I'm not learning anything here. Fucking, I started doing nails kind of just, like, on my own. Like, I would bring my nail shit. I would do people's nails in school and, like, was just kind of teaching myself because I was learning fucking nothing. And one morning, they call me, like, into the office privately before powwow, which is, like, beginning messages and, like, stuff in the beginning of the day, like what's going on, what's new, to go over dress code, whatever. So they pulled me in the office. They're like, well, we don't want you to feel. Meanwhile, I was one of like, at first of all, I was like the first one in that new group of people that was actually, well, there was another girl that was like doing like dip and stuff, but like I full-fledged, like that's what I wanted to do was nails. So like I got into the dip and then I moved to the acrylic and da-da-da-da. So I was like one of very few girls that was really in there doing nails like that. And they pulled me into the office and they're like, yeah, we don't want you to feel targeted specifically. Mind you, I am an outgoing personality. If I feel some type of fucking way, the crowd's gonna go wild. We're all gonna be on shit because it's clear that I'm being fucking targeted. Like, and she was like, we don't want you to feel targeted, but there's gonna be new strict policies for doing nails. Like, you're gonna have to ask specific permission anytime you ever want to do nails, and definitely not after school. You're not gonna be able to do nails after school. Or you can stay at makeup hours and do nails. And I was like, bro, what do you want me to do here? What am I gonna do here? You get aggravated with me for bringing my makeup shit in and doing my makeup. Now I can't bring my fucking nail shit in, which I didn't even bring up the makeup thing, but it was like stupid little things here. Like, I was trying to do the TikToks and stuff, and they would like yell at me for doing it in certain areas or having it at certain times or having it instead of my hair stuff out. I don't want to do hair. This is cosmetology. It's supposed to be everything. But now you guys are telling me like, oh, it's just a hair focused school. Why didn't you tell me that in my consultation when I came to the school then? Why didn't your lady administration or whatever point me in the direction of other schools that had specific programs I was looking for? Because if you were because then they kept saying that shit to me, we're a hair focused school. I made it very clear I didn't want to do hair. So why the fuck was your person so like, you're going to go here, this is going to be great, like rather have it than not? Rather need it and rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, you guys basically convinced me to go here. I'm not from here. I went to the first school with the most popular name I could think of, and you guys didn't point me in any other directions. Like, so either you really don't care about people's futures and you just want the admission, or that's kind of just what it sounds like to me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So then they make that announcement and everyone looks at me and I'm just like, I love this place. This place fucking sucks. So now like quarantine happens and coronavirus and everything, and we're out of school. Thank God I was in the group chats I was in, because everybody's getting like messages and updates about online learning. I'm getting nothing. I'm not getting the emails, the messages. I'm not getting any of the updates, nothing. I'm trying to call school. I'm trying to call and figure out. Mind you, I was bartending part-time. I don't have that job anymore, so now I have to work. It was just like this whole thing. So, and the schedule for online school was like super complicated. So I ended up getting to talk to somebody, and he was like, well, just take a leave and then come back. And I was like, okay, like, fine. I'll just come back whenever we get to come back to school. So I came back a week after everybody else, because I was like, I still need a little bit of a break. Like, this is a lot. This whole thing has been a lot. It was a lot for everybody. And I'm literally not back for more than 3 days. And they're like banging on me, like, where is your hair stuff? And I was like, I have no idea. I was like, I have nail shit in that kit. Like, I don't do hair. Like, especially over quarantine, I was just doing nails. Like, I don't do hair. I don't like hair. You have to have hair stuff to be here, or next time we're gonna send you home. Do you guys not remember me? Like, I was like, what the fuck? And like there was so many things that were happening that my friends were like, didn't you have to do this and didn't you have to do that? I was like, no, they didn't email me anything. So 3 days in, they call me into the office and they're like, it's the administrator and a teacher. And they're telling me things like a lot of backhanded compliments. Like, you're just a very powerful presence and you're influencing people to want to do nails, and this is a hair focused school. And I'm like, if I'm influencing people to do nails and you're not influencing people to do hair, that sounds like a you problem and not a fucking me problem. That sounds like I should have money in my pockets and not you. That's what the fuck that sounds like to me, but I don't fucking know anything. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm just sitting there like, all right. And they're like, you're 750 hours in. I don't think we can do like 750 hours more of this. And then like, at first I felt really attacked because I was like, they were saying like the people around me, I was making them not do the work. I said, I'm not responsible for other grown ass people. Like, if they don't want to do their work, which mind you, they were all doing their fucking work. Just because they're having conversations with me about nail shit and what I've been doing over quarantine, and that's all I've been doing is fucking nail shit. I don't see anything wrong with that. They're like, your voice carries, it's just very powerful. Like, you're just a powerful presence. I'm like, well, these aren't supposed to be insults, but like, this is not going in a good direction. So I'm just like, so fucking lost. So they're like, we basically want you to leave. They're like, you could have just went to nail school for 200 hours. I was like, I didn't know that until I was already like 600 hours into this course. And that's because your admissions, instead of telling me that, was like, no, you need to go here. Like, rather have these resources than not have them, right? Like, all that kind of stuff. And they were like, yeah, like, she doesn't work here anymore. That's probably one of the reasons why, da-da-da-da. Because mind you, when I started, I forgot to bring that up. When I started, she wasn't there. The person that signed me up, she wasn't working there anymore. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, whatever. So, and it was just weird. That whole thing was weird. So then I'm just sitting there like, I'm not responsible for what other adults do, blah, blah, blah. I don't have the money to just drop this school and pay the rest of it off and go to a different school. Like, I don't have that kind of money. So they talked to me the next day, and they sent me in the conference room to call other schools and like see my options and see like my transfer options and all that. Like, they gave me a list of other schools and sent me into the conference room and was like, go call them while I was in their school. Like, if that's not being kicked out, like, even if I decided to stay after that, you know how uncomfortable that would have been? What? Like, it was just, I was like, okay, I can't stay here. Like, it was so culty. It was so like, please leave. We don't like your presence. Like, we're here for people that are brainwashed and want to own salons and do the same thing over and over again. Which, whatever. There's nothing wrong with people that want to do hair and own salons and da-da-da. But that's not what the fuck I was there for. That's not what I wanted to do. So, like, I was obviously in the wrong place, I guess. So, I'm in there calling other schools, blah, 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 blah. I come in the next day and they're like, okay, we really want to see you be successful, da-da-da, so like, we're not going to charge you anything else. Meanwhile, I still haven't got that in writing, and my friends keep saying, like, get that in writing, get an email or anything. I haven't been emailed, I haven't gotten it in writing or anything, but they claimed, like, kind of like, just leave, like, just don't come back, and you'll get that, whatever, email, like, you won't have to pay anything, you don't have to pay us back or anything, like, obviously don't tell anybody about this. And I'm like, okay, thanks, like, thank you, I'm very grateful, bye. It was like a blessing in disguise. I was actually really hurt at the time because I felt like I had invested so much of my time and I had gone through so much, and I should have graduated in July, but we were in quarantine during that. Quarantine started in March, so like, it was just, my whole life had been flipped upside down, and then I came back to basically being told, like, we don't want you, and it was a lot. Like, I kept feeling like, and there's so many things in between, like, I just kept feeling like I was being battled the whole way, and it was like, it didn't have to be like that. So I went to this other school, the school I go to now, Moeller Beauty, and I have learned, it's only a 6-week course. It's only 200 hours. I learned more in my first week there than I learned in 750 hours of beauty school, because not only because it was maybe something I was more interested in, and I guess moral of the story and what I'm trying to say now is like, make sure you explore all your options and ask around, especially if you're not from that place. Don't just trust the first place you go to. And like, these people are really out here to get your money and get your admission, and like don't care about your future. And I wasted 750 hours doing something I didn't want to do. So I graduate on the 25th now from nail school, and it feels really good. And I've learned so much, and I've gotten so much better after just this less than 2 months of nail school. I started in September. It's literally a month. It's something like that. I don't know. It doesn't feel that long. Wait, no. I started in August. I started August 18th. I'll graduate September 25th. So literally no time at all. And I've learned so much. And honestly, it's like a blessing in disguise. Like, I'm very happy that it happened now that I'm in the spot that I am now. But at the time, it was very, like, heartbreaking, and I felt very, like, defeated. And then even when I was talking to, like, a teacher at my current school, she was like, I would have pushed you to finish because, like, say some years down the road, you want to open an all-inclusive salon, you want to know everything. I'm like, you don't have to have a cosmetology license to open a salon, thanks. But, like, right, you would expect them to be, like, pushing me forward, but it is what it is. Like, there's a lot wrong with that school, and I feel like they kind of just fucking wanted me out because I'm very outspoken. I don't just like sit there and just like take it. Like, plus I didn't give a fuck about hair, so that school literally offered me nothing. It was just a lot, and it was just an exhausting experience for me because it was obviously something I really didn't want to do. Everybody knew all I cared about was makeup and then nails, so it was just like a fight every step of the way, and it was just so exhausting. It was like I shouldn't have been there in the first place, to be completely honest. And I'm really happy with where I'm at now, and I'm about to graduate and be in a shop, and I'm going to be able to start working and get my future together, and it's going to be really great. But I really just don't know what else to say about it. I mean, it was just really disappointing, like, and that's pretty much the general story. Like, I could nitpick into all the little things that I don't really know if I should talk about, because, I mean, I haven't mentioned their name or anything, but, like, it was just very, like, lots of favoritism. I didn't like the vibe or the energy. Like, I'm always myself no matter where the fuck I am. And it's not like I necessarily felt outcasted by the students, because I felt very welcome by the students. I made a lot of friends. I loved everyone. I mean, there was certain experiences and things that happened, but that's what you're gonna get being in a room full of girls anyways. But based on my own experience and all the people who I was surrounded by, they would have a lot of similar things to say, and it was just not good, and I don't recommend. Personally, if you want to know personal details and you're personally looking for like a cosmetology school or somewhere to go, and you want to know exactly what I'm talking about, and you live in the area and you want more details because you're looking for your own future and you're in a similar position as me, you only care about makeup and nails, message me privately and I'll give you more personal details. But I just don't want to like get in trouble for like putting their name out there or whatever, because they're a really big name, and I just had a really awful experience, like, especially like after quarantine. It was just even worse. Like, it was just terrible. Okay, so I totally forgot to bring something up. So then, mind you, my friend, let's think about all the drama that was brought up about the nail stuff. My friend just recently graduated from there. The day she graduated, they gave out acrylic powder and like brushes and stuff and did like an acrylic class, and now are like fake offering it. I was like, bro, you guys fucking suck. Like, you fought me the whole way, and now you're offering it. Like, now you're doing classes on it. Like, fuck you. Like, and I would constantly be like, oh, can I do like a makeup class and da-da-da-da, like, because they would let some students do little classes and stuff like that. Or could I do a nail class? And they'd be like, oh yeah, I'll get back to you about that, and never would. Like, just terrible experience. Like, it was just fucking horrible. So yeah, I just had to add that because I forgot. But anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I got kicked out, or if my time was wasted, or if you feel like I should have known better, or maybe I should have done more research. I don't know, like, because honestly, like, I've made like 4 or 5 videos recording myself talking about this story, and I've deleted them and not posted them because I'm just like really mind mumbled about it. Like, I mean, I feel a lot better now, I really do, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want, leave a like and a comment. And yeah, I know I don't post that often, but I'm gonna get better at that. I think I'm gonna start posting more like nail videos and stuff. But either way, see you next time.